Do you guys remember Dead Island? This is a zombie game from 2011 that a lot of people actually forget about, but it was actually one of my favorite zombie games, at least of that generation. I think this came out, 2011, so it came out during the Xbox 360 and PS3 era. I remember I saw the launch trailer for this game where the little girl, the really sad one, I don't know if you guys remember, I'm going to put it on the screen right here. It had like the little girl with the sad piano music, and I think she eats the shit out of her parents, something like that, but it was extremely sad. And I remember everybody was talking about it at the time. It was all over the internet. People were doing reaction videos. People were talking about this new zombie game. And everybody was hyped for it, myself included. I think I was like 14 years old, 13 years old, and I like sprinted to GameStop. I was like, I gotta pre-order this shit ASAP. So I took my piggy bank jar, broke that shit open, and I pre-ordered it. But yeah, so the verdict on this game at the time, and I think just over the years, was like, again, I said it's like kind of forgotten, and it is. I mean, it was, the gameplay was fantastic. The story was extremely underwhelming, especially, like I said, that launch trailer for this game was so iconic and so great that I think it gave people the impression that this game was going to be like a really story mode driven game with like a great plot, great story, and everything like that. And it just wasn't that. I mean, this game, I don't even remember what the story was in this game. I just know it wasn't that. Like, I don't even think the characters from the initial trailer aren't even in the game. I think there's like an Easter egg where you can go and find them, but they're not the main characters or anything like that. The story, I seriously, I don't remember the story much in this game. I just remember like a couple parts, like the club song at the beginning of the game. Other than that, I just don't remember. But this game was a ton of fun. I absolutely love the setting. I mean, look at this. Look at the great graphics. Look at the gameplay. Look at me slashing zombies' heads open. This is on the Xbox Series X, by the way, running at 60 frames per second. It looks like a recent game. Like, this is 2000. This is the definitive edition, which came out, I think, like 5 or 6 years ago. But this looks, with the FPS boost, this honestly looks really good for 2022. It looks like a new game. It looks sexy. So yeah, unfortunately, my Xbox Series S, I tried to download this game and run it, and then I realized it was 30 frames per second. I was like, what the hell am I playing right now? So I had to delete it, and then I had to go and try it on the Series X. So only the Series X got an FPS boost, which is kind of annoying. The Series S, for whatever reason, I guess Techland doesn't think this game can handle 60 frames per second, or they don't know how to optimize it. That's kind of disappointing. Yeah, Techland was the developer of this game, and then they also went and obviously started the Dying Light series, which also cannot run at 60 frames per second on the Series S, which is, I guess it's just a Techland problem at this point, right? It seems like none of their games are being fully optimized on the Series S. But anyways, I digress. Let's talk more about the actual game. So yeah, this game came out in 2011, and I just loved the atmosphere. I love the beach setting. I love the gameplay mechanics. You can see obviously a lot of similarities between this game and Dying Light, and that just makes sense. Again, I said Techland developed both games, so you can definitely see the similarities between the two. The gameplay in this game was fantastic. Just like the Dying Light games, a lot of fun weapons to use, tons of weapons to use. There's guns, there's melee weapons, you can find blueprints across the map, upgrade your weapons, you can have like electric shocks coming out of your sword and knives and stab zombies, slow motion animations and stuff as you're seeing on the screen. Just a lot of cool stuff in regards to this game, and a very underrated zombie game in my opinion over the last decade. So we have yet to see a sequel for this game, unfortunately. I don't know what the hell they're doing. So I was reading up about Dead Island 2 recently, and I couldn't find much news. It said the last news I could find was from 2021, and it was like in April, and it said, I guess they switched developers, so they had this game. I mean, the Dead Island 2 first trailer, I think, was shown in like 2015 or 2014, so it's been almost 8 years since they initially showed Dead Island 2, and I remember when they first showed the gameplay for it, I was actually hyped. I think it takes place in California, like LA, and I have, for the longest time, I've wanted a California or like a Los Angeles type zombie game. I thought it was like the perfect destination, perfect place and setting. Could you imagine just roaming around Los Angeles in the sunshine, and then there's zombies all over the place in like a post-apocalyptic world? I think that would be so crazy and so much fun. So I absolutely was hyped for the second Dead Island game, and then you pretty much just didn't hear anything about it for like 4 or 5 years. And I did some research, as I said, recently, and apparently they switched developers, so the which isn't a good sign, right? Like when you're switching developers halfway through production, I don't know if that's a good thing. I was just hoping this game wouldn't be canceled, because I love the first Dead Island game. Co-op on this game, I have a lot of memories. Again, the story wasn't great, but gameplay-wise, so much fun. And even the second game, from the gameplay and the trailer we saw, it looked like a lot of fun too. So yeah, the most recent article I saw from last year, it said that they don't have any plans to cancel the game, which is a good sign. So, but they haven't mentioned it much in the last year, so I don't know what they're doing. Hopefully they're going to get this stuff out, because I want to play this game. I want to play the second Dead Island. I want to kill some zombies in California. And yeah, so hopefully they can continue production and finish this game off. Maybe release it next year or something like that. Because Dying Light 2, so far from what I've played, kind of disappointed with that game. So a new Dead Island I would absolutely love that. So let me know what you guys think. Did you guys play the first Dead Island game? Do you guys like it? And I will kiss you later. Peace.